A mom at Appalachia High School, where that shooting happened, Erin Clark, sharing this text message exchange she had with her son at 10:23 Wednesday morning. Her son telling her, quote, "School shooting right now. I'm scared. Please, I'm not joking." She responded that she was leaving work and they both texted each other, "I love you." We've heard the arguments from some parents that cell phone bans take away the ability to communicate during an emergency like this. On the flip side, though, many teachers and parents support a blanket cell phone ban in schools. The learning distraction is pretty obvious. Governor Kathy Hochul has been on a listening tour across New York, and she's poised to propose a statewide ban on phones in schools when the legislature returns to Albany this January. Tonight, we welcome another voice to this conversation. Dr. Katheryne Leigh-Osroosh is an assistant professor of counseling, school, and educational psychology at the University at Buffalo, and she joins me now live. It's a pleasure to have you on. I know you've called for a more holistic approach to dealing with what is really the ubiquitousness of cell phones with kids, including in schools. And you said that a blanket ban really is more reactionary. I wonder first your thoughts on this argument from parents that we're now hearing a lot over the past 48 hours, that, you know, they want to be able to communicate with their kids if, God forbid, there is a school shooting like we witnessed this week.
It's valid, and I think it's an important one to consider. I mean, when I was going to school, we still had payphones. And I remember, asking permission to leave the class to call my mom using the payphone when there were things that were occurring in the school that I thought my mom should be aware of. And my mother's a special education teacher. And so, I understand that argument, and I think it's a valid one that school districts really need to take into consideration. And I really think it calls for an examination of the crisis policies and procedures. What does that look like when crises happen, and how are they notifying parents? And if parents are concerned about it and what they're doing right now isn't enough, then what changes need to be in place to reassure parents if their youth does not have access to their cell phone in order to, make those connections when crises do occur.
I've read some of your thoughts about this whole debate, and I wonder if you can share some of them with us in terms of when you talk about a holistic approach is needed. You think it's not as simple as saying, you know what, we're having a ban on cell phones in schools and that's going to solve it.
And to me, it comes down to what are you hoping for in terms of outcomes, and what are the needs? And this is why when you look at blanket bans, especially within education, it's like when we create curriculum, we tend to go with a model of one size fits all, and we know that's not the case. You talk to any educator and they can tell you some of the complexities they deal with, in their classrooms, and then, the unique context of their schools and their communities. And so I think that it still applies to this, is that school districts should examine what are the needs in regards to cell phone use? What are the concerns that they have? While some schools, the concerns may be distraction and behavior. For others, they may find that it's not the case, and that their youth are, using their phones in a way that is not interfering with their learning, and they're not seeing it in their achievement scores or their metrics, and they're not seeing it in their behavior reports. And so from a holistic standpoint, I think, when you're considering any policy that is removing access, for students to use a tool that, yes, is for personal use, but could also be used in the classroom, then there needs to be some consideration as to what are your hopes, and is it really moving in that direction? Just to give, one example, if you're removing a cell phone because it's a distraction, which they are. I again completely understand you cannot compete with a cell phone as an educator. It gives the students immediate stimuli. And because of that, if your concern is behaviors and distraction, if you remove the device that has been providing that stimulus and you don't replace it, then the behaviors aren't going to go away. And in some cases, the behaviors may exacerbate. And so is this being considered when school districts are looking at and examining for their needs, what type of cell phone policy and use policy that they want for their students? So just things to, again, take into consideration, why are we needing the ban, and then what are the outcomes that we're looking for? And is this actually leading to the outcomes, and are you assessing for that and evaluating that?
Really thoughtful analysis. We've heard from teachers, parents, students. It's great to get your insight on this as well. We'll keep following it. Dr. Katheryne Leigh-Osroosh, professor at the University of Buffalo. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.